bar magnet equivalent to a solenoid. Bar magnet equivalent to solenoid. Now we have learned about solenoid, we have also learned about bar magnets. So when we were studying about solenoid, we derived the magnetic field on the axis due to a solenoid. We have learned that a solenoid behaves like a magnet. What is a solenoid actually? A number of turns over a soft iron core connected to a battery, when current flows through these turns, it produces what? It produces a magnetic field. Now we learned there that the magnetic field lines in a solenoid are quite similar to that of a bar magnet, isn't it? So it's like that one of the faces of the solenoid, it behaves like a north pole and the other face behaves like a south pole, and the field lines externally, they emerge from the north pole and they enter the south pole, if this is the north pole and this is the south pole developed. Similar things have happen in case of a bar magnet also. एक बार मैग्नेट के केस में भी अगर ये नॉर्थ पोल है और ये साउथ पोल है तो एक्सटर्नली, नॉट इनसाइड द बार मैग्नेट बट आउटसाइड द बार मैग्नेट, the field lines, they emerge from the north pole and they enter the south pole like this. We have learned all these things. Now we will show mathematically that the magnetic field produced by a solenoid on its axis, on any point on its axis, the expression comes out to be same as that of the magnetic field at any point on the axis of a bar magnet. We will derive this equation. So let us see. Let us consider a bar magnet, a solenoid. Let us consider a solenoid. Now you may argue that this is not a solenoid because the solenoid has a number of turns, a number of wires which are put on this soft iron core, over this soft iron core, and we get a solenoid. But here we have not drawn the turns actually, but there are turns within the solenoid. This picture is in accordance with the NCERT book, that's why I have taken this. Now see, let us consider that the length of this solenoid is twice L, right? Suppose this is the axis of this solenoid. This is the axis of the solenoid. Now if this is the center of the solenoid, then this distance will be L and this will be L. That's why we took 2L, so that we do not get fractional values of and that would be difficult while calculating, for calculations. Let the radius of this solenoid be A. We have taken the radius of the solenoid to be A. Now suppose we want to find the magnitude of the magnetic field at this point P. Suppose the point is P on the axis of the solenoid, got it? Such that this P is R distant away from the center of the solenoid. solenoid के center से कितना दूरी है? R units दूर है वो. Okay. Now to find the magnetic field at this P point due to the whole solenoid, we do not have any ready-made formula, isn't it? So we will have to use calculus. Let us consider a very thin strip or thin element of this solenoid over here. Got it? Let the width of this strip be dx. Let the width be dx, and let us consider that we have considered this element at a distance x from the center, correct? Okay. Now this whole solenoid has a number of turns. Let the number of turns per unit length be n. Be how much? N. Got it? Therefore total number of turns कितना आ जाएगा? ये n क्या है? स्मॉल n इज द नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स पर यूनिट लेंथ. यूनिट लेंथ में कितना टर्न्स है ना? n है. तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स कैपिटल N कितना हो जाएगा? व्हाट इज द लेंथ ऑफ दिस सोलेनॉइड? 2l. तो n इंटू ट्वाइस l. ओके. अरे ये जो स्ट्रिप मैंने कंसिडर किया हुआ है भाई, इसके अंदर भी तो बहुत सारे टर्न्स होंगे. टर्न्स तो पूरे सोलेनॉइड में है कि नहीं? तो मैं देख लेता हूं कि इस स्ट्रिप के अंदर, इस dx विड्थ वाले स्ट्रिप के अंदर कितने सारे टर्न्स हैं. निकल जाएगा. ऑब्वियसली वी कैन कैलकुलेट नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स इन dx. कितना हो जाएगा? Number of turns per unit length is n. The length of the element is dx. So the number of turns will be n dx. Within dx, the number of turns will be n dx. Easy. Okay. Now, let us look at this strip. Let us look at this element. How does it look? It looks like a circular ring. Isn't it? And this point lies on the axis of the circular ring. Got it? Now if you recall, we calculated the magnetic field intensity due to a circular current carrying coil at a point on its axis, isn't it? What was that formula? Now if the radius of this coil is taken to be a and the distance of this point P where the magnetic field intensity has to be calculated, the distance of that point from the center, if it is taken to be r, then the magnetic field intensity comes out to be how much? Mu naught by 2 n I a square upon a square plus r square to the power 3 by 2 if the current flowing through this coil is taken to be I. So here also we have taken the current within the solenoid to be I. Mention here, current flowing in solenoid is I. Current flowing in solenoid कितना है ना? I है कि नहीं? So in this case, what is the scene? In this case, both of these are similar. This is also a circular ring, isn't it? This is also a circular ring. What is this N? N is the total number of turns in this coil. If we suppose that this coil is actually made up of a number of turns, actually precisely capital N number of turns, then the formula comes out to be this. Now for this coil, what is the radius of the coil? Not the radius of the solenoid, that is A, right? Okay. What is the distance of this point P from this elementary coil? It will be, this whole distance is r and this distance is x. So the distance of this point from the center of this coil will be r minus x. So this is here, in this case this is r minus x. So here also we have to include, and one more thing, for this coil, for this elementary coil, the magnetic field that we are calculating, that will also be elementary. So we cannot write B, we have to write dB. dB comes out to be how much? dB is equals to, we actually taking mod, dB is equals to mu naught by 2 n. N is the total number of turns in this coil. How much it is? Total number of turns in dx is n dx, small n dx. Current flowing is I, radius is a square upon radius is a square plus the distance between this point and the center of the coil, it is r minus x whole square. अब इसका to the power of 3 by 2. to the power of 3/2, right? नेक्स्ट, अब जरा थोड़ा ध्यान से देखते हैं. देखिए, द वैल्यू ऑफ आर इज क्वाइट लार्ज एज कंपेयर्ड टू द साइज ऑफ दिस सोलेनॉइड. मतलब हमने अभी तक सारे कैलकुलेशंस जो किए थे ना, वो इनफाइनाइटली लॉन्ग सोलेनॉइड के लिए किया था हम लोगों ने. लेकिन बट हियर वी आर कंपेयरिंग अ सोलेनॉइड विद अ बार मैग्नेट. remember in case of a bar magnet we did not include infinitely long bar magnet, isn't it? We in fact did that case for a short bar magnet, isn't it? So here also, since we are comparing a bar magnet with a solenoid, we are taking the solenoid to be smaller in size. How much smaller? Smaller मतलब इसका जो length है that is much smaller as compared to the point P where the magnetic field intensity has to be calculated. क्या कह रहा हूं मैं कि यहां पर R जो है वो बहुत बड़ा है, much greater than 12, much greater than 12. अब भाई R जो है 12 से बहुत बड़ा है, ये R जो है इस लेंथ से बहुत बड़ा है, तो X से भी बहुत बड़ा होगा क्योंकि X खुद 12 से बहुत छोटा है. X is just a part of 12 and something which is much larger than 12 must be much more larger than X, isn't it? So R is also much greater than what? X. Clear? One more thing, what? Now here the radius of this solenoid is also small as compared to this length twice L. To this distance R, isn't it? P point is such this P point is at such a long distance that the radius of this solenoid is also negligible in comparison to the length, that is R. Clear? So R is also much greater than A. So here we will do what? In these terms we will ignore what? We will ignore the values of A and X. We will ignore the values of A and X. Therefore the equation comes out to be dB is equal to mu naught upon 2 n dx I a square upon, ये कैंसिल हो गया, x का वैल्यू भी कैंसिल हो गया, तो r स्क्वायर टू द पावर 3/2, जिसको हमने काट करके डायरेक्ट r क्यूब लिखा. क्लियर? ओके. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस n इंटू, अच्छा पहले a जो है a स्क्वायर, ये a स्क्वायर टर्म इंक्लूडेड है ना, तो इसको जरा काम में लगाते हैं. क्या काम में लगाएंगे? ऊपर नीचे पाई से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं. लेट अस मल्टीप्लाई न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर बाय पाई. So this expression pi a square, a is the radius of this solenoid and pi a square means area of the cross section of this solenoid, isn't it? So we can reduce this expression as mu naught upon 2 n dx I a upon pi r cube. Okay. Now ये तो था मेरा क्या? dB, द एलिमेंटरी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी. तो B कैसे निकलेगा? टोटल, दैट इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dB. अब इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dB में लिमिट्स क्या होगी, यही क्वेश्चन है. भाई देखो, हियर इन दिस केस वी हैव कंसिडर्ड दिस सेंटर ऑफ द सोलेनॉइड टू बी द रेफरेंस पॉइंट, है कि नहीं? तो ये है हमारा 0 मार्क, ठीक है ना. अब इंटीग्रेशन का लिमिट कैसे बैठाते हैं? द लिमिट्स फॉर इंटीग्रेशन इज पुट इन सच अ वे दैट द होल फिगर इज ऑब्टेन्ड विद इन दोज लिमिट्स. मतलब स्मॉलर लोअर लिमिट से हायर अपर लिमिट तक पूरा बॉडी इंक्लूड होना चाहिए, एंड दैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द रेफरेंस पॉइंट 0 से. तो 0 से शुरू करेंगे, तो मैं 0 से अगर राइट साइड गया तो मैं +L तक जाऊंगा, और 0 से मैं अगर इधर गया तो मैं -L तक जाऊंगा. सो द लिमिट कम्स आउट टू बी फ्रॉम -L टू +L. दैट इज इक्वल्स टू इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ mu naught upon 2 n dx I a upon pi r cube from minus L to plus L. Easy. Now see, mu naught by 2 is a constant, n is the number of turns per unit length, it's constant for a given solenoid. The current I is constant because we are using we are not changing the current, and A is the area of cross section. अब solenoid बड़ा छोटा थोड़ी होता है कि नहीं, तो area remains constant. So taking out all those constant terms, and pi r cube तो constant ही है, by 2 pi r cube n I a integration of dx from minus L to plus L. अब भाई इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dx x ही हो जाएगा ना, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dx जो है x हो जाएगा माइनस L टू प्लस L. लिमिट्स पुट कर देंगे अगर तो प्लस प्लस यहाँ पे ट्वाइस L हो जाएगा. क्या हो जाएगा? ट्वाइस L. अब क्या हो रहा है देखो. नाउ लेट अस अरेंज दिस म्यू नॉट I a स्मॉल n इंटू ट्वाइस L बाई 2 pi r cube. 2 pi r cube. भाई n into twice L क्या है? n is the number of turns per unit length and twice L is the total length of this solenoid. So n into twice L is the total number of turns in this solenoid, which is capital N, which is how much na? Capital N. So instead of n into twice L, we can write capital N. है कि नहीं? We can write capital N. Now इसको ज़रा आप थोड़ा सा म्यू ज़ीरो अपॉन ट्वाइस पाई आर क्यूब एन आई ए कुछ, दिस इज अ known term. What is this? NIA? NIA is the magnetic moment due to a circular ring, isn't it? So we will do what? Instead of writing NIA, we will use M. We will use capital M, that is the magnetic moment. Got it? Now I will do one more thing. I shall multiply the numerator and denominator with 2. क्यों किया भाई? क्योंकि अगर 2 से मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करता ना तो म्यू ज़ीरो बाई 2 आ रहा था, लेकिन म्यू ज़ीरो बाई 4 पाई इसका तो वैल्यू हमें याद रहता है ना, isn't it? These are constant terms whose values need to be memorized. That is why we have reduced this in this form. So B comes out to be finally, so the magnetic field comes out to be mu naught upon 4 pi r cube into twice m. Now this is the same expression obtained in case of a bar magnet, the magnetic field due to a bar magnet at a point on the axis, on its axis. So from this expression, from this derivation, we have come to the conclusion that a current carrying solenoid is equivalent to a bar magnet. क्योंकि bar magnet का जब हमने magnetic field intensity calculate किया था at a point on the axis of the bar magnet at a distance small r from the center, isn't it? So at that point of time the magnetic field came out to be this only. So the expression for the magnetic field at a point on the axis due to a current carrying solenoid is same as that of a bar magnet. That is why we say that a bar magnet is equivalent to a solenoid. Clear? Okay.